Hello, I'm Malcolm Fleschner, back with another video blog for the Young Turks. Today I'd like to talk to you about the influence of money on our political system, and what we, the American people, can do to change it. As you know, these days political contributions from powerful interests affect how our elected officials vote, with dire consequences for our democracy. To cite just a couple of recent examples, during the health care debate, Nebraska Senator Ben Nelson held back his vote until his colleagues agreed to add a provision that would save Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska $20 million in fees. Not coincidentally, Blue Cross Blue Shield has donated $60,000 to Senator Nelson, only about $10 of which he used to buy that hairpiece. And then there's Arkansas Senator Blanche Lincoln. Senator Lincoln recently took the lead in trying to repeal the estate tax, which would be worth about $30 billion to the mega-rich Walton family. They're the folks who own Walmart and just happen to be from Arkansas and have made $86,000 in campaign contributions to Senator Lincoln. As a side note, it's also believed that Walmart is where Senator Nelson got that awful toupee. But let's be honest, this sort of quid pro quo vote selling is as outrageous as it is commonplace. $60,000 in exchange for a vote worth $20 million? $86,000 for a vote worth $30 billion? But sadly, this practice has become standard operating procedure in the nation's capital, and it needs to stop. Our elected officials have been entrusted by the American people with something of incredible value, a vote in the United States Congress, and here they are pissing it away for spare change. Well, I say it's time for us to take a stand and demand that our congressional representatives stop selling us out so cheaply and start getting some real money for those votes. I mean, come on, Blanche Lincoln. That estate tax vote is worth $30 billion to the Walmart people, and all you're getting for it is a measly $86 grand? What are you running, a Senate office or a charity? Each Walmart location spends $86,000 a day just to have confused elderly people escorted from the store. So what's it going to take for our elected officials to finally stand up to the big corporations, the lobbyists, and the powerful interests, and demand the kind of big money campaign contributions their votes are really worth? Well, they're not going to do it without a kick in the pants from the American people. So, if you're from, say, Nebraska, the next time Ben Nelson holds a town hall meeting, you go and tell him he has to stop selling his vote this way. Naturally, he's going to act all offended and say his vote isn't for sale, and that's when you say, of course not. How can it be when you're practically giving it away for free? But that's just one way for the average voter to get involved. In fact, this is the perfect opportunity for Congress to show that all the talk of government transparency isn't just about Mitch McConnell's increasingly translucent skin tone. No, congressional offices need to publish price lists so that as concerned citizens, we can monitor and make sure that our representatives are getting absolutely top dollar for the votes they're selling. Or, even better, there should be a way for constituents themselves to get directly involved in the electoral process online. So, for example, every member of Congress could have a website where constituents can go to weigh in on whether, say, a $250,000 campaign contribution from ExxonMobil is enough to buy your senator's vote to allow exploratory drilling in the Grand Canyon, or if $1 million from the NRA should buy your representative's vote to allow guns in the public schools. Hey, the free market works, so why aren't we using it? Now, I understand that typically the last thing any politician ever wants to do is listen to what a bunch of constituents have to say. But in this case, they just might, because what I'm suggesting is actually in their best interests. After all, if they can get the very best price for their votes, then they'll have more money come election time to buy our votes. And in the end, isn't that what democracy is all about? For the Young Turks, this is Malcolm Fleschner saying, stay strong, nation.